Go over there in just a moment. But the fact of the matter is, General Asthana, that it's important that the Prime Minister has spoken at a time and place, sir, which is self-assuring to the Indians, but it is also not so assuring for the Pakistanis.
Certainly, this visit and this speech, besides being a big morale booster to the troops, to the air warriors, and to everybody who has been involved with Operation Sindoor, is also a strategic speech and a strategic messaging to rest of the world and Pakistan in particular, and also the other neighbor, that is China. The place selected this is the age of information warfare, as was brought out. And in this age of information warfare, and it's also an age of psychological warfare and perception building. Pakistan has worked very hard to sell their narrative all over the world. And the Western countries have also worked very hard to sell their narrative in a manner which is not in the best interest of India, for the simple reason because they have to sell their weapons. And Pakistan used some Western weapons and some Chinese weapons. So both these countries had some axe to grind in their propaganda campaign, which suits Pakistan. And therefore, it was required to be rebutted. So therefore, he landing up there and making a speech with those aircrafts being there with S-400, which as far as the media, other media is concerned, they have said that no, they have been destroyed. And the airfield itself, functionality of the airfield. So everything gets proved just from the place of the visit and the place he made the speech. Then is the important thing which he gave. There are three messages which he gave very clearly. That hereafter, any terror attack, we will choose the time, the method, and the place of our choosing to respond, and we will respond. And secondly, we will not tolerate a nuclear blackmail. He underlined three things. And the third one was that the terrorists, we will not treat terrorists and the sponsors differently. Both will be treated alike and will be treated as such. And therefore, and he also thanked everyone who is who was engaged with Operation Sindoor in any manner, whether it is technician or airmen or the air warriors or land forces or naval forces and BSF and everyone, and also scientists, and I think everybody was involved because see, in today's world, Operation Sindoor, the entire national power or comprehensive national power gets utilized, and every citizen, let me also put it that even citizens are also important, and therefore a message from Prime Minister, because Prime Minister represents 140 crores of people of India. And when he speaks to troops take it that when he is proud of, that means 140 people, 140 crore people are proud of, and when he thanks the armed forces, it is on behalf of 150
and General Asthana, it's obviously very, very apparent at this point in time that these lies that are coming out of Pakistan, they are out of desperation, because anybody can use Google Maps and focus on this damage. Even a normal Pakistani can analyze from Google Map if they know exactly where these coordinates are and see this damage for themselves. Why would a country put up this kind of a show? Is baffling to me. That's why I'm hoping for saner voices to explain how does this justify anything.
See, the problem is, was there a choice with Asif Munir but to say what he said, or the simple reason and to launch the propaganda of the kind? See, Chinese have a problem because if their air defense has not worked, then nobody is going to buy it unless they put some false propaganda. If F-16 has not been able to do something, that means Americans also have some problem, and same is the case with the other weapons. So there is a issue there that for the sake of credibility of their systems and credibility of this army, the biggest problem is that the Western countries want to keep this army afloat in some manner or the other, Pakistani army. The reason is they need Pakistan's strategic space in case they would need any option against Iran. Then the land route and the land sustenance and logistics has to go through Karachi airport, and that strategic space is needed. and also in case of Al Qaeda or IS or somebody. So therefore, whom do they deal with? Now they can't deal with politicians because they are transitory and they can change. So they find that this is the only institute which can do two things. One is assure our strategic need, and second is protect the nuclear weapons. Now these two things make this army important. So what they think is that it should not be disseminated to a level that these two things become risky. So that is their problem. Chinese problem is slightly different. In addition to, firstly, their 70% of their equipment is in Pakistan, and the moment this equipment does badly, they also have a problem of selling the equipment. Number one. Number two, this strategic space, earlier they were very happily sharing with America, but now they are finding it difficult to share. So they were also very unhappy the way America jumped in for no rhyme or reason. As far as India is concerned, Prime Minister Modi has clarified that neither we wanted mediation, nor we are interested in mediation, nor we are interested in Kashmir talks. So from Indian side, it has been clarified. But their problem is that Chinese thought that, and America still, although China has given so much of loan to Pakistan that they think that Pakistan is a colony, which it is. But even America has got a fair amount of leverage because all these generals, their properties and their families are in USA. They just have to stop the visa and everybody falls in line. So there are some leverages which USA still controls. And that is the reason why both of them are now, they don't want it to be disseminated beyond a point. And that is where perhaps they thought that let's help them out from the information warfare side, the way they helped Ukraine, and also from the side of, shall I say, helping them out to in reaching out to India or otherwise. Vineet.
You're absolutely right. Mr. Gupta, the Prime Minister has taken this opportunity and it's a stark message to